So what we're looking at right here is my really old computer from the year 2007. I think it's the oldest one I have in the collection. Previous one was a full-size tower, but I got rid of that a long time ago. Now, what happened to this computer, huh? Besides it being outdated? Well, if you look really closely at that capacitor right there, you see that stuff coming out of it? Capacitor juice. That thing blew up. The Studio A started smelling bad, and that was the end of that. Now, I don't know if you can get capacitors replaced on computer motherboards. I know you can do it with audio equipment, but I never bothered to look. But this is the older one. And what the heck did I have in it? Okay, all the RAM modules were full. Hold on, let me change my frame rate here, or shutter speed. So at one point this thing was an absolute beast. It had a 560 Ti graphics card in it. It had actually, yeah, like I said, all the RAM modules were taken up. You know, for a computer from the year 2007, I think I spent $1,500 on this stock, and then upgrading it with all the other stuff. So this was a beast of a computer. You know, not like really rich people's computers, but you know, for a guy like me, this was a beast of a computer. And it did good until that capacitor blew one day. But anyway, 2 hard drives in it. I thought I only had one left. I thought I had one which was from the original, from my newer computer, so the middle-aged computer, or middle child computer is what I meant to say. Middle child computer. Oh, you know what? I think this has, one of these CD burners I wanted to take out of this thing. Because if I remember correctly, I don't really want to, oh, see, that's why I don't want to do this one-handed. If I remember correctly, see, what brand is that? I don't know what, there's something special about this. Well, there's the label flash drive, remember that? And then this is supposed to be up. Yeah, look at that. Windows Vista. I had the SSD in there at one point. It was a Core 2 quad. And if I come around on the other side, there's all the specs. Now, say what you will about Gateway, but this was literally the most expensive computer Best Buy had at the time. And yeah, very proud of this little machine. Again, that's all the stock specs. But yeah, time to put my original hard drive, which has Windows 10 on it. It didn't come with Windows 10. I had upgraded it years ago. I upgraded the computer to Windows 10. Cloned one of the drives. Or you know what I did? So when I got the SSD, I cloned that, and then that's this drive. So the original hard drive that was in the newer computer became Windows 10. Because I think this is only like a 1 terabyte drive, and that wasn't enough, or it wasn't, whatever the case was. One of these drives has Windows 10 on it, whatever the bigger one is, because I believe this came with 2 500 gigabyte drives, and then one of them eventually died, and I replaced it with something else. But anyway, I'm gonna put this one in the middle child computer. And you know what? I wonder if I could have just swapped this CMOS battery out of this thing. I didn't even think about that. I don't even know if this is a 2032. I can't see it. It's really dusty. I can't tell. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. I really was just waiting for my fingers to dry. So what I got to do now is just take this out. I'm assuming, yeah, these are actually mounted in there, so I got to get the screwdriver out. Haven't had the screwdriver out the entire day, but now I will, since I'm working on an older computer now. And then once I pop that out, I'll figure out which hard drive is which, and then put that in there, unplug the SSD on the middle child computer, Studio A's computer, and then see if Windows 10 will boot up off the thing. Well, you know what? No. First of all, I'm going to see if it will boot up off the SSD after the unfortunate video card tragedy. Yeah, I don't know why I always forget to press those levers. In fact, if you look really closely, I messed this one up too. This was bigger than that. Did I show that on camera? Okay, yeah, that right there. Where's that? There. That part, I always forget about it. You're supposed to press that, and then it allows you to get the graphics card out a little bit easier. But yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll try to sell these RAM modules on eBay or something. Yeah. This computer's literally just been sitting in Studio A off to the side, and anyway, I think I've talked long enough. Have a good weekend, or have a good rest of your weekend.